What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, now bringing you a Robert Downey Jr. video. That's right, he talked to Empire Online recently, and he talked about The Vision in Age of Ultron. He talked about Whedon in possibly not directing Avengers Infinity War, as well as Captain America Civil War. Now, I got the entire interview on my site right now. If you want to go and just read it all, I'm just going to touch bases with a little bit of it. Like I said, they asked about the introduction of The Vision, and he mentions how Jon Favreau visited the set and went, Jarvis, what did they freaking do to you? You know, and it's just like, yeah, it's true. Now, all of a sudden, he's not just in a sound booth just spitting out words and then walking home with a bag of cash. He's dressed up. He also mentioned how when in Iron Man 2 and Cheadle came out in a Mark II suit and everybody just went, whoa! It's pretty crazy. And then when they asked him about Joss Whedon possibly not returning for the two Avengers Infinity War movies, he said, it's funny. Nobody really ever goes away entirely from the Marvel Universe. I'm sure whatever's going on in 10 years, whether I'm receiving a red cent or whether anyone still associates me with the product, there's always going to be a level as long as anybody from the original team is there where you're connected. More than I would miss him, I would be remiss to say that these are such Herculean, I can't even say it, Herculean gigs. So it's important for Joss to take all the leverage he's earned and to apply it to something else. So he's basically saying like, hey, this guy was like the father of this. He can move on to other things, take what he's learned and do that. So that's pretty awesome. And then they also asked why he decided to join the cast of Captain America Civil War. And he responded by saying, I'm crazy about Evans. Who isn't? He's Captain America, for shit's sake. I really am. I don't know why or how to explain this particular kinship we have. By the way, he hasn't called me in 6 months. Okay, that's, well, I guess they're not that close. Honestly, in order for this whole thing to have worked, I did my part. Hemsworth knocked it out of the stadium, and then it fell on Cap. That was the riskiest. It was the one that had the highest degree of difficulty in making it translate to modern audience, which is probably, I think he's talking about Captain America 2 or even Avengers. It was the Russos and Chris who, I think, really hit the line drive and won the series. I remember glancing through and going, wow, that's a different way to go. They said, if we have you, we can do this, or Cap 3 has to be something else. It's nice to feel needed. So he felt needed, and there you go. It's so awesome. And then they asked him on the significance of the movie and his role in the MCU moving forward. So he answers that pressing question. He says, on whether Tony Stark will be Captain America Civil War's main antagonist. And he basically states, you know what, it's not all about him. Like they asked him on whether he sees Iron Man as the threequel's villain. And he goes, well, you know what, this is Steve's story. This is Captain America's story. It's not Iron Man 4. So I love that he's not trying to steal the thunder or anything like that. He's just a part of this movie. He knows it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Like I said, guys, read the entire interview down below in the balls area. Let me know what you think about it. Also, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel as well, please. And visit filmjunkie.com for your latest movie news. Well, all right, guys, I will talk to you later.